They have time here, partner, for just one.
Everybody, please.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense.
Good game, man.
Try and get guys.
Good game, man. Good game, man. Let's go. Look, I'm the greatest. Remember that. Huh. I mean, David, I don't know why you coming to play with me.
Grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Putting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you will never try. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do. Now what I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops, oh no, I can't be number two. MVP valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind can breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes. What I do, lace up the shoes. Now what I do, lace up the shoes. Chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street.
I had a dog like that, bro. My dog got shot. That's why when I saw it, bro, I had a dog just like that named Ivy, but my brother shot that nigga. So shit, ever since then, I got one more dog, but I wasn't able to take care of him like I wanted to, because I was living in New York, and I was always at practice. And then I was injured then, so I was always at rehab too, so I ain't really get to nursing him like I did my last dog. When I saw that nigga, I was like, damn. Nah, I gave him to my security guard in New York. He had puppies. He got like 12 puppies.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I got fears of problems.
Security guard, he was from Honduras. He used to tell me how they weren't paying him enough, so I was just to look out for him when I used to go out and shit.
100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. with a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. I'm running me down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the game. Better kill it and do it again. But it's, you know, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock.
Where you at?
In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get a dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason.
South Carolina? That's part of it in Texas. I used to have a friend in South Carolina. You live on the island out there? You on the island out there? What they call y'all shit the island? Oh, you all went in? Man, somebody told me that was dumb. Somebody told me I shouldn't have gave my dog away. If I would have known I could have made money off him like that, I would have kept him. I ain't want no dogs after that.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Yeah, she probably fell in love with it.
Check 190. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson going to throw again. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found there on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Wilson to throw. Loading the pressure right. He can run for it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Carson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it with Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Carson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They've already gone for it. And they're going to try it again on 4th down. They run for it with Carson. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Lock in for 1,000. Foul game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Last one, count this.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run for the first time to start the shell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard.
You niggas screaming at her like that?
On second and 1, Brady complete to Watson.
He can't handle it. He can't handle it. See, that's why I ain't want to get my squad on him. Because you can't handle him. Look, he can audible to everybody. I'm talking about every receiver on the line. I can audible to this nigga to do whatever. Turn around, cross around, under around, whatever. Come back around. Slam around. You don't know what's coming. You're not ready for these boys.
Was
I'll tell you that right there.
from the sideline after that catch. They're
You're supposed to hit me. I'm in goal line. I'm in goal line. Come on.
We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13
Watch how I get it right
forthcoming.
here. This gonna hurt him. This gonna hurt him. This is gonna hurt him. You ain't never seen no shit like this. Watch. Watch. Yup.
Now
What
on
you think?
2nd and 13.
That's what you think. He ain't never seen nothing like this.
And he gets
I'm
this
gonna
one
kill him.
inside the 15.
I'm
just a
gonna
yard
kill
or
him,
two
Coach.
shy
Watch
of the
this.
10.
Watch how I kill
First
him
down
with
there
this,
and a
though.
pickup of 25.
I'm telling you, buddy.
So
They
another
dangerous.
piece to the puzzle
Yo,
now in New
fuck
England. He was
these
picked
boys.
up from the 1-6
Yo,
Falcons
fuck
in the
these
hours
boys.
following the Patriots'
telling you,
33-0 win over the Jets.
telling you, bro.
And for the
Yo,
year, sending
fuck
33
these
catches,
boys.
over 300 yards and a touchdown.
Better get
His
that
last 3
inside.
years in Atlanta, 59, 67, and 66 catches.
You.
And now he is excited to
You.
be a Patriot.
I'm gonna eat you up.
Edelman for the
I'm
touchdown.
gonna eat you up.
Julian
You ain't ready for
Edelman.
this. I'm telling you, bro, you're not ready for this squad, bro.
As they are now on the
This
board
squad
in the
dangerous.
first half.
I'm gonna drive down the field.
Nugent tacking on the PAT,
Five plays.
and we are tied at 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, I'm telling you.
Each team's had it.
You
Each
scored
team
on
has
the
scored.
field.
7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1.
It's too easy, my brother.
Oh, 360. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But you
See
know
what I'm saying, bro? You ain't I don't know what this nigga doing.
Two of them are bad.
This nigga funny as hell, boy. Madness, crazy.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch.
I blitzed
Goes
everybody.
right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
I gave up. I blitzed everybody. I thought you was about to do the same thing.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
He said I ain't good. I'm waxing his ass.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
I wish you could join my broadcast.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Oh, look. I'm picking up the
Pats
stick,
at the
putting
line,
it down,
ready to
coming
go.
back,
They
pick up the
trail a
stick,
one-score
putting it
deficit,
down, coming back.
14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
I did that. Now I got the stick in my hand.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brady now to throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line.
Game lag. I can't even hear your mic going in and out. No, for real. That's all your mic sound.
58 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Say what?
After the interception, here's Wilson. Completes it to Jennings. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando for our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
See what I'm saying? He ain't got no completed passes. Look what he's doing.
Forced out to his left. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
See what happened when you cheat?
A convoy, and he might be gone.
Okay, 285. I was hitting the shit out of that R1.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually get
Still lagging.
It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jamie Collins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson buying time. Wilson.
Give me that again. R1.
Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are doing. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. They go back to the air here after
That's
9 on the last drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's caught by Jennings. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. To throw is Wilson. A final shot before break. A desperation heave for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. It's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Gotta go with the score time. Come on, keep it up.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
And for the fourth time today.